We were the Anasazi, the ancient ones. This land was our home many years ago. Here our people lived in the canyons and on the mesa tops in small family groups. As the years went by, we grew in numbers until one day we felt the urge that is as old as mankind. We wanted the close companionship of our friends. We desired to live together as a group. There were common enemies in this wondrous land of ours: the wind, the hot sun, the dry summers, and the strangers who came to plague us. As farmers, we found it difficult to live alone, but together we could help each other fight nature when it was our enemy, and together we would be happier in this painted land. We met in council and decided to look for a place where we could build our houses and live in peace together. As we wandered through our canyons, far to the east of us, in another land, people were fighting the battles of the Crusades. The quest was difficult, for there were many canyons to cross and much quicksand. One day our people came upon a canyon filled with many tall green trees, a verdant green in this land of wind and sun. Deep in this canyon and high on its colored walls, we found a cave. This would be our new home. The hand of nature had created it just for us. We found water in the cave. It was sheltered from winter winds and hidden from strange eyes. Here we would build. This would someday be called the Tatakin, House Under the Rim. There was much work to be done. Stone for the walls of our houses had to be carried from nearby slopes. We made strong walls by using a clay-like mud to bind the stones together. And with a mud plaster, we finished them. With our stone axes, we cut down the pine and juniper trees for roof beams. The women would add a layer of cedar bark and mud to make them waterproof and strong. Some of our houses had to be built up the steep slopes of the cave walls, and one was made in circular fashion. We made our doorways small and niched them with care so they could be closed by a stone slab. We brought turkeys with us to our house under the rim and made pens for them. These were made by lacing branches together and then daubing mud over the wattle work until a strong wall was formed. We cut steps into the stone, and our people made ropes and ladders. These things made it easy for us to move about our cave. In places where the cliffs were most dangerous, we built retaining walls to keep our children and old people safe. As the years went by, our house under the rim became a thing of great beauty, and we were proud. We kept our fields of maize in the canyons and on the mesa tops. Our young men hunted the deer, the turkey, the antelope, all of the things that nature provided. It was necessary to guard our home against the stranger, but war itself was not for us. We were peaceful people. The women would grind our corn in grinding bins or metates. Often I have watched them work the hard kernels into a fine flour. We cooked our food in shallow fire pits just inside the doorway, and sharpened our stone implements on the cave walls. The yucca was our plant. It gave us many things: soap from its roots, and fibers for our textiles and sandals. Looking out of our cave, we could see the great colored cliffs, the turquoise sky and feather clouds, the drifting sands which were constantly changing the face of our land. The friendly little animals, and the beautiful flowers which grew close to our house under the rim. This beauty was indeed close to us, a part of us. It was reflected in all of the things that we made and used, and these things were beautiful. We had our gods, too, and our spirit world reached into our everyday lives. We prayed for water, for sunlight, for protection from our natural and human enemies, just as all men of all time have prayed. And we felt the lift of our spirits to something in the great beyond. Our house under the rim is empty now, except for the ghost of the Anasazi. Our people left long ago, soon after a man named Marco Polo brought back word of the fabulous empire of China. Our people are gone now, but our land remembers us.